Greetings, fans of Commander. I have an awesome game that just concluded against Dewfold. Some guy actually I don't recall playing against. Playing Geth, Lord of the Vault. Pretty solid commander. I don't think it's as good as the Blight Dragon, but I think it's probably number 2. Number 2. Just the second ability can be pretty awesome, especially if you're playing with creatures, and especially if the deck is built around. This guy's deck I think is quite good. Definitely built around his commander. He's going first. No turn 1 play, which is great for me. I rip a command tower off the top, which makes my hand a hell of a lot better, given that I need green mana. I was planning to just strip mine to stall, and no, I don't have to do that. Just going to play this little guy. There's probably some value in playing Skullclamp, given that he's black and he could duress it out of my hand, and it's such a powerhouse against mono black decks. But what I really wanted to do here was just play Sylvan, and then depending on what he did, I could either strip mine and play the Pilgrim, and I could either strip mine and play Sylvan, or I could even play Underground Sea, Felwar Stone, and then Sylvan, just to develop more, and then Bribery him or something. I mean, it really kind of depends on what he's doing. I'm just hoping he doesn't him me, which is what I'm thinking here. Being a mono black player for years, I'm always thinking him on turn 2. Apparently so is Dewfold, because he hits me with the goddamn thing. I'm looking at my hand. Obviously there's one card I really, really want to keep in here. He's got a 30% chance of hitting it, and lose the Clamp, which is bad, lose Sea, which is bad, keep Sylvan Library, which is awesome. So here we go. Strip mine, Sylvan Library. GG, mono black player. Maybe not. Chains of Mephistopheles. Super underrated card, actually. This card is a bomb, I think, in a mono black deck that's built around it. Especially if you're using, well, Necro as your primary draw engine. There's a few other ways, things like Dark Confidant, that can also get around the drawback, whereas it just really, really hoses blue decks, and it's so cheap. 2 mana, it's just a beating. And obviously it just completely is a kick in the balls against Sylvan. So that changes the game plan entirely. We're just going to sit here and see what happens. I still have no idea what kind of a deck he's playing, other than that it's based around Disruption. But, I mean, it's black, right? So what the hell else is going to be based around? Terrain Generator. So that makes me think he's only got 3 land, which is a good thing. He's not casting Necro. He plays Tangle Wire. Man, I hate this card. I hate this card so much. When I was in New Zealand a couple of months ago, we spent hours playtesting Type 1, and the deck with Tangle Wire, and it was like just so awful to play against. It was the most painful, grinding, boring experience. This card's just so stupid. And so asymmetric too, given the fact that you just tap it and remove a counter, so they tap 4 relevant permanents and you tap 2. Pretty unfair. So my thought here is I'm just going to wait. Like, I have nothing relevant to do. I can't really use my Sylvan to any type of great effect. And he's not doing anything, and this really signals to me that he doesn't have any black mana to go with it, so I'm not really concerned about Geth at this point either. And I figure I can just wait out the Tangle Wire and maybe build up a hand that's decent. I just want to keep Mother of Runes untapped to protect the Pilgrim. Draw a bird. We're done. There he goes. He taps his 3 permanents there. Amulet of Vigor. Not sure why that's in there. Guess it gives him more garbage to tap with Tangle Wire, though. Alright, and now I draw Aura Shards right off the top, which is just a hell of a draw, given the board state. So now it's just a matter of getting the shards out and casting Birds of Paradise to get rid of Chains of Mephistopheles, and then I can just go nuts with Sylvan. So on this turn, taps those 2. Ugh, Mana Vault. Or Mana Crypt right off the top of his deck. Yuck. And he plays Trading Post, which is a royal pain in the ass as well, because you can sack things like the Tangle Wire and then get it back over and over again. You see that's like, you can just start making goats, sack the goats, and get artifacts back. So I'm going to be sitting under Tangle Wire permanently unless I can destroy this. So it's weird how the priority of enchantments and artifacts shifts very rapidly from this to this to this. So now we're just tapping creatures. And at this point I decided, you know what, I'm going to, I really want to play shards and a land right now before you can do any shenanigans with the post at all. So I'm going to do something pretty ridiculous and ballsy. I'm going to cycle under Chains of Mephistopheles just to get these expensive cards out of my hand, hoping to get a land, because I really want to get another land so I can go play a land, and it can be any land really. Play any land, tap 3, cast shards, cast bird or elves, and blow up the trading post, and then I'll tell him later, and then get right back into the game. So I pay discard bribery to draw this garbage guy right now. Never been so unhappy to see acidic slime. Discard the slime to draw sword. Fail. So now I'm going to pay 8 life just to keep the 2 cards that I cycled. And here I make a terrible mistake. I'm so frustrated about not getting a land in those cards, and so stuck in the mentality, especially given that I haven't drawn a land in so long, so stuck in the mentality of wanting to play shards and a creature in the same turn, that I just blank and play this guy, which is just a terrible play. Just horrible, right? Instead of going play 3 and cast shards, done, untap, no matter what the hell I draw, I cast birds and Elves of Deep Shadow, and I blow up Trading Post and Mana Crypt, and then he's down to just 2 mana and Chains of Mephistopheles again. I totally screwed this game up right here, and could easily have lost it because of it. Ugh. And as soon as I did it, I was just like, oh my god, what did I just do? And boy does he make me pay for it. So he sacks an artifact to draw a card. He gets rid of the Tangle Wire. Maybe a little premature, actually. But I guess he's hoping to just get it back. Clearly the guy knows his deck, so he draws a swamp. Fuck. Crushed by Damnation right after I cast this guy for no reason. So not only did I lose the ability to aura shards, but I also lost my Elves of Deep Shadow as additional mana. This was just like a horrible screw up in every possible sense of the word. So at this point I'm thinking, man, I am screwed beyond belief. Not only that, but he's gotten to 6 mana. So I could have blown up the crypt and kept Geth completely out of play. Instead, I have to cycle again. There we go. There's a land. This turn I don't have to cycle, fortunately, because I got a land right away. Play the shards I should have played last turn. Boom. Blow up that thing. Thank God. And here the chains actually hurt him a bit, because he had sacks this thing in response, and he actually has to discard first. He throws away Grave Pact. I like this guy's deck, actually. It's pretty neat. I guess this thing's kind of janky. But, yeah, I mean, it can be good if you're just hanging around. Black stacks, though, is kind of awesome. So, I bet you can predict what he's going to play here. How about the thing that just completely ruins me? Given that he has enough mana to use Geth to get, say, my slime out of the graveyard, to start blowing up my, I don't know, probably my ore shards. So this is it. The moment of truth. Untap. Draw. God, that's ironic. Oh my god, how disappointing. Well, the game ends on the next turn anyway. This was not Dark Confidant. I did not triumphantly windmill slam Dark Confidant off the top of my deck. I drew Cyclonic Rift here, and I was going to go give you a long talk about how awesome Cyclonic Rift is, and how we just added it to the deck. Cyclonic Dark Confidant. I drew Cyclonic Rift here, and of course, now I just need a creature to go with it, because if I can cast Cyclonic Rift, if I can cast a creature, I can break the Mana Crypt, and then I can get Cyclonic Rift and pop Geth back into his hand before he can do anything with it, and he can't recast it. So I use the ability anyway because I need to get a creature. I did not draw Dark Confidant, so I cycle Sword. I did not get Shackles. This was some random... Oh, it was Mystical Tutor. I throw that away. I do not get Bayou. This was... so stupid. I'm still posting this video even though it's bugged. It was the Mystic. The guy that gets artifacts. whatever the hell that guy's name is, for 1 white and 1 colorless. So I got the creature I needed, and I got Cyclonic Rift. So I keep them both, paying 8 again. I tap. You see me tapping white and black to cast. I did not play a Bayou. It's so dumb. Yeah, put the Bayou into play anyway. And I went and got Sword of Feast and Famine, broke his Mana Crypt, and then finally tapped 2 mana. There you see, and I cast Cyclonic Rift, targeting Geth. Bouncing Geth back to his hand. My opponent untapped, looked at his land in play, and scooped it up after my mad Sylvaning down to 22 just to cycle. It's not every day when you win a game by paying 16 life to cycle 4 cards. This happened to be one of those games, despite my error earlier, and I wish you could have seen the end of the game. It's still quite worth it. See you next time.